Hello everyone, and welcome to Little Paws Homestead. Today on the homestead, we need to get ready for the weekend when the dinosaurs, aka meat chickens, go outside. We're going to build them a feeder, and potentially an automatic waterer. So, for the feeder, I hopefully just taking some extra scrap wood blocks that I have lying around. Gonna cut them to be kind of circular on one side. And I'm sure if you've been watching for a bit, you've seen me use this wonderful white plastic that I have, that I get from my work. So we're gonna screw that into there and it's gonna be a feeder. Real cheap, real dirty, but effective. Got my ends cut. Just, as I said, for a scrap piece of wood, and I just jigsawed it into the best damn circle that I could. So, what I did was I laid the piece of wood after it was cut onto the plastic sheet that I have, rolled it, and that's where I marked where I need to cut it. Very high tech. Sure, there was a better way to do it, but that's how I roll. So here I'm really just measuring out the amount of the white material I need to go around the circumference of the boards, and I'm using a very long straight edge, in this case a level, and I'm scoring all the way down the white plastic. Not really cutting through, just makes it easier to break. Overall a success though. That's his version of helping. Lying right in the way while I'm trying to work. I'm using that. Dogs. Yeesh. But it's been a bit since I talked to you all last. And I have succeeded and failed. All in the same go. We have some split wood. We have some more wood. But what we do have is we do have something that resembles a feeder. And I'm happy about that, because this has been a trying test of my patience. What I did do though is I did save the little scrap pieces of wood and I screwed them on the outside. That way it has a little bit of a stand and doesn't flop around in the coop so much. Did split one of them because I didn't drill pilot holes. Don't yell at me too bad. But I did for these ones. These ones went on fine. I'm going to glue the other one back together and see if I can salvage it. But that's for later. So the other half of the project is, how do you hang the trough from the coop? So I went and picked up some of those guys and some hooks. What we will be using these for is they will go into the ends of the trough, and I will tie some twine. That's what we have. Tie some twine to those. Twine will run from the trough up to the ceiling where there'll be two more of these. Then they'll both go into one of these and then back down, and the other end of both the sets of twine are gonna have a loop which will hook onto the hooks. The bottom loop will have it way up at the ceiling, and then the top loop that I have will have it the trough way down on the bottom so the chickens can eat. So it's just one pull up, one pull down. Try your best to get them centered. Actually, I might want to drill a hole for these as well. It might make my life easier. There we go. Before we go put it up in the coop though, let's go see if the resident duckos need some water. Oh, there they all are. Could only see that one when I was coming in. I was getting a little worried, but they're all hanging out, sleeping. You duckos want some fresh water? What do you say? Maybe? Sure. Well, that wasn't that fun. I was filling up the duck water, and we have our grow out cage right there. It looks like there was probably a fight, and I'll spare you the details, but I had to put at least 2, and I probably could have put 3, but I left 1 and put them down. Sad because we wanted to use them for breeding because they were the ones that we bought hatching eggs for. I never want any of the animals here to be in pain. I'm just sad that they had to live as long as they did in that state. Wasn't good. Kind of puts a damper on the day, but let's go hang a chicken feeder so we can get them outside soon. So a normal person would have like measured or something. I just held it up and drilled there and then drilled over there. So, how's that my nose look? Screw that guy in as straight as we can. One. And 2. And there's the loop, and the ones behind me. Both the pieces of twine will go right here into this one. And I'll pull down and I'll put some hooks in where I need them. Let's see if we can't string this thing up by myself. I might need might need Stephanie's help. There's no chickens there. And there's no chickens there. Where are the chickens? They're hiding from me. Hello, chickens. Where are you hiding? They hate us, despite the fact that we give them food and water and love. They hate us. Here we go, and we have one on this side already attached to that little guy. Let's do our best to try to keep this level because it needs to be level to keep all the food in. Mostly level, I guess. And voila! The feeder is complete. Actually, the hardest part was reusing this white plastic. It didn't want to bend and I had to add those extra pieces of wood. That was the hardest part of the whole thing. If you had some PVC pipe, it would be infinitely easier. Completed in about 2 hours, give or take. I took a break for lunch. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Let's take a look at how it works. So as I said, on each side has one of these pieces of twine that go all the way over to the eye screw that puts them together. That way you only really have to pull one string. There's the first hook for when it's down on the ground, and then it runs all the way down to the bottom of the coop. And the second hook when it's up on the top. Let's take it for a test drive. There we go. And sorry, chickenos. Now you hook it on the, hard to do with one hand here. Hook it on the hook there, which keeps it nice and upright. We'll fill the food up in there. They still have lots of room to get around over there and over here. And yeah, so the dinosaurs, when they come out here, will be pretty friggin' happy. Well, I hope. They're always happy as long as they have food and water. Guess we should build them a waterer. So what I actually hope to do for the automatic waterer is we're going to repurpose a potting bucket. And inside the potting bucket, I'm going to drill a hole for this guy. So this guy is a float valve. I personally have never used one before, but it doesn't seem that hard. Cut a hole for this part to go into and screw it on with that, and hopefully no water comes out. Stuff that I can use whatever potting bucket I find around, so let's see what we can find. Let's see what's in the old garden. Damn. Oh, I see some down there. Huh. I'm gonna have to put you down. There's a lot of stuff in there. So we found a planter. But with most good planters, there's holes in the bottom for water drainage. So I had to fix that. What I came up with was a quick caulk job. So now we got to give that some time to dry. She found something good. It's the good rolling stuff. It's honestly probably poop from the quail, from our shoes. Let's go see. What did you find? What did you find? Yeah, you're rolling in poop. Thanks, bud. You just like to roll though. You're fine. It's the next day outside. It's cold. And it's snowing. Let's check to see if the hose is frozen. It's 2 out, so hopefully it's not. It's expanding. We're good for water. Let's go test the planter that I caulked up yesterday and see if she holds. Moment of truth. Still leaking quite a bit. Oh, she leaks out of there. Great. So, it also leaks out of the cracks in the side right there. Wonderful. So this isn't gonna work. Sadness. Oh, found this in the garage, so we're gonna cut that up and hopefully that works. It's a little wide. I'm a little scared of them jumping into it accidentally, but it's all we have right now. We want to get it done, so let's give it a shot. Hopefully it works out. Nope, it's actually perfect. There we go. So I guess we gotta figure out how to hook it up to a hose, and we'll make sure that she works. Look at the snow. Why? Why? Now, you might say, Scott, why don't you just go get a sweater? For all the sweaters are in the car. So you still might say, Scott, you're just in the car, go get one. And I didn't say, I'm stubborn. So no. We're only going to be out here for a little while longer. So now, the hose has to go on the end that pokes out. That end right there needs to take that end right there. It is cold out. That doesn't really want to move that much. So we're going to try the trusty heat gun to see if we can't make that a little bit more malleable to fit on that. And once it's on there, I have this, which we'll be putting on the outside, and hopefully that'll keep everything nice and together and not leaking, because leaks are bad. We'll just attach this. I don't want to attach it too tight because I don't want to break the plastic. But I want to make sure it doesn't leak or come off. Let's go test her out. Moment of truth. The snow is getting worse and I want this to be done, so let's turn her on. And should have tested the valve before I built this. Oops. Hopeful. Moment of truth. Let's go. Kinda working. So that didn't work. Honestly, I think we need an end for the hose to attach the little threaded part there. So I'm gonna have to go see if we can pick something up. I was afraid of that. Well, you want to see the completion of the automatic waterer, as well as moving the chickens very, very soon. Make sure to click on that subscribe button and throw us a like, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.